Claire Coco with What is Coco Doing Today? Today I'm going to show you some inks that we got in from Pure Pens out of the UK in Newport, South Wales. Pure Pens has been a family-owned company since 2004. And in 2018, they launched their own house line of inks. The inks were developed with a Celtic theme and are bottled in South Wales. Each of their in-house bottles come in a glass bottle like this, and they're 60 milliliters. And they are $9 US. And then in 2021, it was Pure Pen's 17th anniversary. And to celebrate, they collaborated with Diamine Inks to create 3 inks called the Chartist inks. These inks commemorate the 1839 Chartist uprising in Newport, South Wales. They come in a 30 milliliter plastic bottle like this, and they US $6. That's their price for that. When I did get the inks in, I opened the box and we had some leakage. Luckily, the glass did not break in the bottles. We just lost some of the ink. And I must say that Pure Pens has excellent customer service. I emailed them a picture of the contents and they are sending me some replacement bottles. So thank you very much to Pure Pens. Like I said, excellent customer service. I'm very pleased. And we are very pleased with the inks. I'm going to go into more detail with the Celtic themed inks and their names, and also the Chartist inks. So let's switch and we're going to go to the swatching book. Okay, so I'm back with the swatching book. Now, I started to swatch and videotape it, and then I ended up getting ink all over me. So I decided to, instead of writing and pausing to clean and everything, I figured I'd finish the swatching and we could talk about the inks. Now, I also have some pens here, and the reason why I have the pens out is because 3 of the pens are inked with 3 of the inks. And the rest of them, I used my Serendipity dip pen, which has a broad nib on it. And all these pens do have, well, 2 of them have a broad and 1 has an oblique broad, which is my husband's. So let's go into the first ink that I did swatch here, and it's called Lambertus Slate. And it's really, really a pretty gray ink. And in a broad, it does show that dark color, the darker gray, versus the first pass of the swatch. And I really love it, and I think it matches my Benu Caviar pen just beautifully. And I really love this color. It looks great in this pen. Lambertus is a village in Wales, and it means parish or church. So let's go off with the next one. The next one is the Flower of Scotland, and it is really, really a beautiful purple ink, and it has some gold sheen to it. And we really love, this was my husband's favorite color. I actually inked this and put it in this pen, which is a Kristen Brooks. She's the daughter of Jonathan Brooks from Carolina Pen Company. So I want to give a shout out to her because I do love this pen. And it looks great with this Flower of Scotland ink. And the Flower of Scotland is a prickly purple thistle that's common throughout the highlands and islands and lowlands of Scotland. The prickly purple thistle has been Scotland's national emblem for centuries. Actually, had a good time finding out the meanings of their inks and the names of their inks. The next one is called Cadwallader. And Cadwallader is an ink that's between a blood red and a claret. And it has some, it has some good shading in here. You can see it in there, and it's a beautiful red. And for this, I used my husband's Lamy 2000, which is an oblique broad, and I had a little bit of a hard time because I'm not used to writing with the oblique broad. But it's a beautiful pen, and he loves writing with it, and he loves his choice of ink in this. With this. Caldwelder ink is named after the 7th century king of Goulet, who was the last Welsh king to claim lordship over all of Britain. Again, I found this interesting, these things that I never knew before. The next ink I swatched is called Saltire. This is the bottle here, Saltire, and it's a gorgeous blue ink. It's named after Scotland's St. Andrew's Cross flag. The blue ink is a royal blue with a purpley red sheen, as you can see here. The 5th ink in the in-house line of inks is Cum Adewal, and this ink is a very dark green with good shading, and it has some sheen to it, has some, like, it's almost like a coppery sheen, as I see. And this is named after, it's a hanging valley in Snowdonia with a picturesque lake. Coombe means valley in Welsh, and Adewal comes from the name of an ancient king of Goulet. The next 3 inks I'm going to talk about are the Chartist inks. And the first one in their collection is John Frost. This ink is a dark green ink with a red sheen. As you can see, this one sheens a lot more red than the Cum Adewal, and it is different. It is very different, and it's a little different tone of ink, green ink. And John Frost was the leader of the group of the Chartist. The next ink is the Westgate Hotel. And the Westgate Hotel is a pretty blue ink. This is one of my favorites. I just love the way it sheens on the paper as well. John Frost led the march to the Westgate Hotel to fight for change in the democratic system. This is like I said, a beautiful bright blue ink with a dark red sheen. And the last ink in this series is called the 6 Points of the People's Charter. And this is what they wanted for the change, their points for their change in the Chartist movement. This ink is a dark red with there's a slight green sheen to it. I have to say, out of all the inks, this one is really not my favorite. It's more of a browny red, and it's not something that I would gravitate to, but I do like the green sheen that is in it. So there you have it. These are the inks that we got in, and if you haven't tried Pure Pen inks, I would say go ahead and try them because they're beautiful, and I enjoy writing in my pens with the 2 that I have done up already. So thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Make a comment, even if you just say hello. So thank you for watching. Until the next time, ciao for now, and have a great day.